Assalamualaikum everyone. Hello, welcome to Dream Artist, where creativity runs wild and so do my art supplies. So, all we need to draw a colorful eye is pencil colors. Affordable one, of course, but since we are beginners, let's start with a pencil. And you can use a normal pencil as well, regular one. And if you saw something happening here, just pretend you did it, okay? Well, sketching the eye. We'll start with the advanced guidelines, and if you can catch on quickly, great. But if you're like me and it's already going over your head, don't worry. I got the perfect trick to make it easier. So first, as for the advanced one, just draw a horizontal line and eye shape over it, like just you're watching me doing. But as for the legit beginners who are just starting with art and drawing, I know it must be hard to catch on the shape quickly, but don't worry, I gotcha. Just draw a circle. Instead of stressing over a perfect shape, just draw a messy circle using light pencil strokes, of course. It doesn't have to be perfect, just let your hand move freely. Now divide it like I'm doing here, then draw an almond over it. Again, no pressure for perfection, just go for it. Draw a messy one. Like, go wild with your creativity. Just let your hand move on its own, okay? Don't stress over it. And when you're done with your almond shape, it doesn't need to be perfect. You just have to draw a structure of eye. And yeah, don't press the pencil too hard. It will leave marks when you later erase it, okay? Trust me, I have learned the hard way. And now add the waterline, which makes the eye look more realistic. Now moving on to the eyelid. You just have to retrace the upper eye shape, half almond. That we are finished with the eyelid, moving on to the eyebrow. Pro tip, you can use the nose contour line as a guide for the brow. So, and if someone, your inner voice, is watching you draw and giving you that, dude, you ain't gonna make it look, just ignore their existence, okay? You're doing great. Mistakes are a part of the process and nothing is perfect, which makes art perfect. Okay, so keep it up and keep going. Back to the drawing. Now we're erasing one of the eyes because today we are focusing on just one. lightly erase the main eye but leave some soft strokes behind to act as subtle guidelines. Alright, as you finish the light erasing, now that we have our base, it's time to bring in color pencil. Don't overthink, just follow along and use whatever colors I'm using. First, red as our base layer. We are gonna lightly shade the guidelines and the base we have made here before, the structure of the eye basically. Now that we are finished with our base layer, we are gonna add some pink, lightly shade the areas which I'm shading next. And next, let's add orange here and there. And orange is going to be our main base layer. Red was just a starting layer. Orange is the structure layer. If that makes sense, just do it. Follow along. are adding some green on the areas where we need the darker shades like outlines and some shadows. And moving on to brown, now we are gonna add the actual shadows, the skin texture shadows with the brown. We're gonna use same color brown for our iris details. Just do some messy strokes like I'm doing. Now for a light effect, we are using sky blue, and I know what you're thinking. Why on the earth is blue going on to a brown iris? But just go with it and trust me. Let's mix green with the light blue shade, add some more orange and yellow. we are done with other colors. Now it's finally time for the black. Oh, and maybe a little bit of purple if it makes sense. Well, just trust the process and do whatever I'm doing, okay? Don't think about anything, just do it. Lightly shade the darker areas of the eye. And then back with black again. Okay, now apply a little bit of pressure and follow along and shade in however direction I'm doing after tracing the iris outline, okay? Just like this. And now we are gonna use brown or black again. As we did with the black, we're gonna do the same with the brown. Using a little bit of pressure here as well. Now, using orange, we're gonna make some tiny capital U shapes in a round direction, like I'm doing here, and apply a little bit of yellow over it in the same way. And there she is, back with us brown. Okay, trace the wiggly structure we had made here, and then dark the other shade. And one more time, we're back with the black again, layering it on the top of everything we just have done in the iris. When we are done with the iris details, we are gonna shade lightly in the white of the eye, and don't ask me why, just do it. Follow along, okay? It's gonna come along very good. You're gonna like it as well. Now it is time for us to blend everything together using my beloved lifesaver, white. Of course, yes, it's white. Now, well, most of the known artists think it's the most useless color pencil on the universe if it's from cheap ones. Since I was one of them, but trust me, it's a total life changer. It works as a blender, you know, for color pencil. Like you use alcohol-based markers, and now final touch-ups with red here. After that, we're gonna blend everything with white, including the skin texture. So, funny story, my phone overheated watching me draw, or probably annoyed at my endless yapping so much that it literally switched off on its own. I had no clue it happened, and I was so focused on drawing, so I didn't notice. So, I had to use another clips for lashes. So, to draw the lashes, use curvy lines in the natural direction of the eye, using brown first and then black over it. And as for the eyebrows, if you're drawing from below, make the strokes face upward, and if from above, make them face downward and draw in the same curvy way like you draw the eyelashes, just the way I am doing here. And for the colors, use brown first and then black over the top of the brown. And so finally our eye is finished. Thanks for watching and listening to my endless yapping. I hope this tutorial was helpful and you enjoyed watching it. For more fun tutorials, hit the like button and subscribe. Hit it, beat it, and don't forget to leave a comment about your thoughts and experience. Bye, take care, stay creative, and fun will follow you.